I'm a television producer by training, not a farmer, not a technologist. But a couple of years ago I did a series called A Farmer's a Year on the Land, where we followed a whole bunch of farmers over an entire agricultural year. And during that year we saw lots of farmers being told that they should measure their grass, and for all sorts of reasons they weren't measuring their grass. And then one Sunday morning my son was playing football, and it was a rather boring match. So I got chatting to one of the other dads, who's a guy called John Whelan, who works in the technology transfer office here. And we've been talking about what we've been up to during the week, and I've been out on various farms, and John been doing various things, and he picked up his phone and said, "Oh, are there any apps for farmers?" And I said, "No, there aren't." He said, "That's interesting." He said, "You should make one." I said, "I wouldn't know how to make an app." He said, "We could make it for you." Then I read an article by the guy from Apple, a guy called Jerry Manick, who was Apple's first industrial designer and set up the whole Apple design ethos. And Jerry kind of came on board, and we went from being a TV producer who knew nothing about farming to the TV producer and the Apple guy who knew nothing about farming. But that seemed to be perfect, and we got lots of support and lots of help, and we started the business.
The grassometer as a precision agricultural tool has huge potential in terms of efficiencies. The farmer really gets a better understanding of how much material there is there in terms of feed for the stock, but also in terms of other aspects, in terms of fertilizer use, which also is a major cost to the farmer, but also has other environmental implications such as greenhouse gas emissions and leachate to watercourses, etc.
The contact with the technology transfer has been crucial because, if we hadn't had that, we wouldn't have known about the development of this instrument in the first place. But by bringing us together, we've been able to show how maybe the instrument can be used more effectively. That interaction has been really important because it's actually provided us with an instrument now that we can use for research purposes, as well as the farmer can use for telling him how much grass he's got there and how many cows he can feed and how much fertilizer he needs to apply and so on.
This company wouldn't have existed without the technology office here at Trinity. It just wouldn't have existed. And people have said to me, "Yeah, well, how come farmers haven't done this before?" And the reason is, there's probably many reasons. One is the individual farmers not having the time, but it's not having that network of people to talk to. Because actually, the great thing about working with the guys at Trinity is that they can fit you in with experts in every field.